feel like we had wonderful information and feedback from our last community meeting. I do agree. It was terrific.
Meet the Ohio Attorney General's Heroin Unit outreach team. They've been all over the state offering advice, direction, and connection to resources in the battle against heroin's hold on Ohioans.
We have had contact with all of these counties that are in light blue. We're currently working on the dark blue counties, and why don't we discuss just how the progression's going? How are things, Alicia?
Yeah, I think things are going well.
We're doing what we can do in regard to law enforcement, and we're making some progress. But ultimately, we cannot arrest our way out of this problem. Ultimately, this has to be dealt with at the local level.
Attorney General DeWine says often that we can't arrest our way out of this problem. In order to address that, he formed a group to address community needs that focuses on what the gaps are in the current system when it comes to local efforts to address the drug epidemic. And we talk about with that community about ways to fulfill those gaps.
The process often starts with an initial meeting of key people in a county, like this meeting in Northeast Ohio. What are they doing well now?
One of the programs that we recently added was ambulatory detox for children.
What are problems they'd like to solve?
What we have to do in law enforcement, in our lane, is try to stop some of the supply.
After an initial meeting, the outreach team usually helps coordinate a larger community meeting. No two community needs are the same. Members of the Ohio Attorney General's outreach team provide as little or as much help as they are asked to provide.
We recently had a sheriff who was very interested in forming a task force to address drug overdoses and get people into treatment. We connected him to the local mental health recovery board, and had we not been a part of that, he never would have known that they could play such an important role in the formation of his task force and the tie to treatment. So we're thrilled about that relationship that we helped to build. We've come in and talked about very important issues such as the use of naloxone. We've had many agencies who, once we talk about what it has done to save lives, the fact that it can't harm a person if it's administered, even if they're not suffering from an opioid overdose, how just life-saving this drug has been, we've had agencies decide to go on and carry. We're not coming in to tell them what to do. We're not coming in to tell them they're doing anything wrong. We really have to explain the benefit of us being able to go into a lot of different areas and seeing what's working and really give hope. There were a couple of communities that were very interested in having a one-stop shop website where a person could go who had a family member suffering from addiction, or a person who was suffering from addiction needed some help with treatment. There was one community that has a great website that we were able to show to those other two in need.
The outreach team not only works one-on-one with community and county leaders, but also educates people in school circles, as well as church communities.
Focus today is on churches, people in the faith-based community. Today's focus, I think, from all the speakers was really on prevention, how important that is, and the unique role that pastors, faith-based communities, churches can play in reaching families.
We've been a part of nurses' conferences. We've talked with school superintendents. There is not any population that we won't talk to ensure that if they have a need for awareness, that we provide it to them.
This battle requires big effort from all of us, for heroin and other opiates have no line when it comes to how far-reaching and how destructive.
Just seeing everybody get fired up and tired of what's happening, and knowing that you're a part of helping them come together and form a better structure, and really being a value add when it comes to what their needs are, it is extremely rewarding. We've had some communities, for example, one most recently, who have accomplished things such as getting more recovery housing in their community. I mean, it's small wins, but when you add them all up, you see that they have come so far, further than we could have ever expected when it comes to addressing the heroin epidemic. I'm afraid of what's to come, and I feel like the best way to hit that fear head on is to just keep moving forward making sure that we're, staying ahead of trends, making sure we're talking to other states about what they're seeing, not giving up. If somebody is interested in having our community outreach team work with them, it is as simple as a phone call. You can call, you can email, you can write to us. We would love to help your community.